Let's do some magic, shall we? This week, I've talked about it a little bit before, but I'm feeling very animalistic, so to speak. Let's talk about an animal familiars. Um, we use the term a lot. Everybody thinks, ooh, animal familiars, the witch's cat. Yeah, the witch's cat is certainly an animal familiar, but we actually have three different kinds of familiars. Yes, we can have the physical familiar, the cat traditionally, or it can be a dog, or it can be a snake, or it can be an owl, or it could be a hamster. Of the spirit animal is a physical living entity that the magician or the witch or the sorcerer or the new ager, whatever, has a real common bond with that animal. They seem to gather around when you're doing magical work. They kind of hang out by your altar. They like ritual. Lots of tells Lots of little signs to tell you that your animal might be a familiar. One, they can read your mind. They know when you're sick. They come give you attention when you need attention. You really do have a psychic bind. You really can understand each other. That animal might be your familiar. There's lots of ways that you can get closer with that animal familiar. There's a beautiful little kind of like a little meditation that you want to do with that familiar. Get down on their eye level, wherever their eye level are. Your bird up here, your dog down here, your cat over here. Stare into their eyes. Kind of match up your breathing if you can match up your breathing, if you could do that at all. Kind of just say, I'm into your eyes and you're into mine. I'm into your mind and you're into mine. Sit there and stare at each other as long as you want to. And then say, in your mind, or I like out loud, my heart is your heart, nerve, bone, and spine. My mind to your mind. Your vision is mine. I look through your eyes, and you look through mine. Between us, we know things beyond both our kind. Ew. But you will notice your little kitty or your little doggy or your little hamster going, yeah, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. And they really can be what familiars do, whichever form of familiars, they kind of help us navigate the worlds. They are protectors. They keep us protected within circle. They keep us protect us. They let us know if something icky comes in. I mean, even if it's not your familiar, how many of you notice that your dog or your cat is talking to something in the corner that you can't see? Yep, they see spirits. They see through the veil, even the non-familiar type. Another good way to tell if it's your familiar, there's some interesting traits to them, like they do know when you're doing magic. They're not afraid of fire. They're not afraid of elements the way a lot of animals are. They're not afraid of water. It's like that's part of who they are. So again, not all animals are familiars. Not all animals need to be familiars. But if you're a magical person, which you probably are listening to this, go check out that kitty or that doggy or that canary, whatever you are. Maybe they're more of a working partner than you do, or maybe you knew all along. But anyway, that's the physical kind of familiars. The other kind, or the second of three kinds, is the spirit animal. The spirit familiar, that's kind of like your Native American totem. That is, I'm of the wolf family, I'm coyote family, the owl, I'm dolphin. Those are the ones, they're your spirit animal that guides you. You're not usually in living form, they're usually in spirit form. And you could look them up and you can go, wow, I always have this attraction to bears or to giraffes for that matter. And whatever it is, you're at the zoo and that's the animal you're standing by, or you're going through a book and that's the animal you're going to. Look that animal up. That animal probably has a message for you. Like, and they're really interesting. Again, we all have Google, we all have Siri, we all have, there's beautiful books on it. But just getting out the hey Siri, what is spirit animal of an eagle? And I think Siri's going to talk right now. Stop it, Siri, stop it. Never knows when I'm on air. Magic. My Siri is my spirit animal. No, it's not. So anyway, so you look it up and you go, oh, wow, that makes sense. That's either something that you really, really need in your life, like the strength of a lion or the flexibility of a cat, or you could sneak in, please, the mischievousness of a coyote. And you go, wow, this is something I need more of my life. Or basically, this is who I am. And these are my strong suits. And this is why I'm here. So that's the spirit type of familiar, animal familiar. The third type is the created type. Those are the kinds we literally give life to. Dragons. All those of you who know me or know me very well, many of you have a dragon. This is a created spirit animal, and we could do it with all sorts of things. Whether you're breathing life into it and you're creating this spirit life. Actually, in traditional British witchcraft, they rarely will put their familiar or invite their familiar. You don't put them. You invite your familiar into your cat. They do it into a skull, into a bone. They call it a bone. It's not a real bone, not even a real skull usually, but because it has eyes and face and teeth, just like we talked about on the haunted dolls um, sub section lately, they put their familiar there, so it's always there. Where a cat might go, not today. Even the best of familiars is still a cat. They might go, not today. Your familiar, created familiar into a place is different. So we have created familiars, the gargoyle protector outside of our house, the owl that's keeping the birds off. Again, give them life, give them spirits, your all sorts of things. So when people say I have a familiar and you get confused by it, they could have all sorts of things. So go pet your living familiar, learn your messages from your spirit familiar, and then go get the beautiful work out of your self-created familiar. That's it for animal familiars. Willow, is she my animal familiar? Is that what you're saying? Is Willow my animal familiar? No, not yet. I don't know if she has it in her. I don't know. Again, even the most beloved of pets, which are families, don't all become your spirit animal. She's young, though. She might be too young to know because right now she does not have the attention span. She does like magic. She can see the other side, but she's not yet my familiar. Only time will tell. That's it for magic.